Here we are. It's about 11:30, not quite 12, but it's darned cold tonight. Well, forecast said by the time it gets to 12 o'clock it will be 0 degrees. I thought, oops, that's nippy. So the thermals are out and all the winter stuff. I've even put, I've got loads of duvets on the floor for the doggies. Well, one was in a duvet cover, so I thought, right, I'm getting a duvet out of that. That's going on my bed tonight. Just on a temporary basis. It needed to be sorted out anyway because the duvet cover was misbehaving a bit. So it's like, right, I'll stick it back in at some point. Aye. So I'll get it all back for them at some point when they need it. Yes. But yeah, so I've got the Under Armour thermals on as well. And the big, proper, thick, incredibly expensive jacket. Which is, proper, really expensive jacket. I think the jacket cost me about 160 quid, I think. It's got all the wool and stuff inside it and, thermal, that sort of stuff. Waterproof, protects you against the wind, all that sort of stuff. So I only ever drag it out. I only ever wear it probably about 4 times a year. But tonight, I had to get it out. So it's like, cool, okay. I filled the tank up on the Freelander. That's good. There is a few issues with the Freelander I've noticed. On the front, at the bottom of the front, there's supposed to be 2 lights. One of them's missing. On the I think 16 volt things, what used to be the cigarette lighter, missing. That's gone. There's a lot more advisories than the bloke said there would be. So, yeah, typical. It's only when you actually get the car and you have a proper look at it and then you actually see. Because the problem is when you've got someone there, you're in a hurry, they're in a hurry, everyone's in a bloody hurry, so you don't really get to see you properly. So there you go. There's some people walking towards us, but I think they've gone in a different direction. Okay, cool. That's good. That's good then. Yeah. Oh, there was something I was watching earlier that was mildly interesting. Beau. I mentioned Beau before. One that says just a thought after every video. Well, it's not just a thought because quite often he's quite passionate about it and he knows what he's saying is true. So not just a thought, really, but that's what he says. That's his sign off. So there you go. Yeah. Anyway, he was speaking about an issue of famine. And that, I can't remember exactly what he was saying. I was distracted while some of it was on. But it's something to do with COVID, possibly. But worldwide, they reckon it's going to cost about 15 billion to solve that situation and make sure all these people are fed. Because there's a lot of issues going on right now with regards to food. So, yeah, apparently no nation is stepping up to really deal with it. The United Nations certainly isn't. So, people wanting to sort of deal with it are hoping that 15 billionaires would just step up and give them $1 billion. Which, yeah, right. No chance. No. Some of these billionaires are the people that caused the dengue problem in the first place. Most likely, that is the case. We look at the issue of famine around the world. You've got all these billionaires that have made money from, robbing countries of their natural resources. And when you do that, what happens? People can't get work. When they can't get work, people go hungry. And when you sell weapons to countries, so they're at war continuously. Again, children don't have parents because the parents are dead because of the war. They go hungry. Anyway, if I find that again, I'll link it so you can have a watch of that. Yeah, I went to the gym. That was good. Oh, it was actually very good. It was busy. It was certainly busy in the things I wanted to do, which was quite annoying actually. I should have gone earlier. I'm gonna have to book a bit earlier. So I have. Next time I booked at 1:30 upstairs and then 2:45 downstairs. Downstairs is only 2 people, so it doesn't matter. Upstairs gets busy at certain times of day. 2:45 is quite busy, so right, okay. But anyway, so it was good. I did the maximum on low pull and natural pull down. Did the maximum there as well. Certainly did a maximum with shoulder press, because maximum before was 22.5 kilogram dumbbells, so 22.5 each side. Today, someone was using one of the 25s, so it's like, sorry, one of the 22.5. So I thought, right, I'm going to have to move to 25s then. Well, if I can do 22.5, I should be able to do 25s. Yeah, can do 25s, but getting the weight into position from floor to above shoulders has to be one smooth movement. If I stop halfway, no chance. Because normally I pick the weight up, have it back waist height, and then get it into position. Even with 22.5. With 25s, no. Forearms just can't cope with 25k. So it's like, right, okay. I tried it. First time, one smooth movement. Second time, stopped halfway. When I stopped halfway, I just couldn't shift it. So I was like, right, okay. Well, I spoke to one of the chaps I speak to down there who works there, and he said, just do the same thing you do with the chest when you've got heavy and your forearms can't do it. You know, on your leg, push up, and then, you know, push the weight towards where you want it, and that helps. That helps to get that little first bit of movement. So yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I can do that. But yeah, 25 was heavy. Yeah, because 22.5, I can still do 8, easy. Even 10 reps. 25, nope. Down to 6. 4 to 6 reps is all you get out of that. 4 to 6. And so yeah, I did 2 sets of that, only 2 sets. And then I did warm down with 20s, so that's cool. So yeah, that was all good. And then just shoulder raise as well, that was good. Did a bit of arm curl as well, just to knacker the forearms a bit more. And that seemed to work. Then when I got home, I thought, I better do decline chest. Because I've got this thing I can use anyway. It's a chest thing. Well, it's for doing press-ups basically. But if you have your feet up, that's the same as decline. So I put my feet up on a chair, did that. Did 3 sets of that at 14 reps, but really slow. And the last couple of reps, you can feel the burn. So, Jesus, you feel like your chest is actually on fire. But that's good. You know, push that area. Haven't done the area of the chest, the lower part, for a long time, so that's good. But talking about the forearms, I can feel the left forearm complaining that I'm having to hold the phone up. He got that knackered. He's now complaining about the weight of a phone. Oh well, gotta keep pushing. I mean, what I do with every time I go, I do a little final bit before I leave on forearms. Try to do that every time, because then, yeah, that's the area which I really need to improve a bit on. So, danger is I'll have massive forearms and the rest of me will be tiny. That'd be funny. That'd be cool. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. I had to buy some de-icer. What's also weird about the car, if you've got the thing to heat up the back window, the de-mist or whatever, the back window, it stops the radio from working. which is a bit odd. Never come across that before in a car. So that's a bit odd. It's got a few odd little bits about it, really. But I say, I mean, the 12 volt's a bit annoying, but to be honest, I mean, part of the reason why it's annoying, for example, if you want sat-nav in the car, then if you're trying to take a dog somewhere where you need sat-nav, yeah, stuff there. Can't have sat-nav because you haven't got a 12 volt thing, have you? There may be another way to do it. I'm going to have to look into that to see if there is another way to do it. Or even if there's a way to put a 12 volt thing back in there. Might be. I mean, for some reason it's taken out. Don't know why. There you go. Here's what it is. What you got, Mollie Collie? You got a sticky? Good girl, Mollie. Mollie Collie got a sticky. I mean, put it this way. I would certainly suggest anyone in this area around about 1 in the morning, be careful. Driving or walking, it could be a bit slippery. If it's about 0 degrees or -1, it could get down to. I mean, now it's cold, very cold indeed. So, it is what it is. So I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. Not really. It is what it is. You know, you just gotta get on with it, ain't you? Right, good thing about this jacket as well. The top pockets around about chest sort of height or stomach height are all woolly, so your hands get cold. Stick your hand in there. Oh, that's nice. What you got, Riley? You got a socky? What's that, Riley? Have your socky, mate. There you go. You get that. Right, it's a little child's sock or glove. That's a child's glove, isn't it? You take it. Obviously, for some reason, yeah, it dropped. Parent didn't notice. Didn't go back for it. You know, some poor kid had a cold hand, it seems. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, indeed. Well, the weather is cold tonight. It's been fairly cold today. Tomorrow it's going to warm up, but then it's going to go cold again. So, quite annoying because it means that tomorrow, take off the thermals, take off the extra duvet. Well then, of course, next day put another duvet back on there. Not the same one, because that one to go back probably in a duvet cover for the dogs. Probably, yeah. Yeah, might as well. Well, I did buy myself a 15 tog duvet, so I might as well use that. I've got a duvet cover to go with it, so there you go. So, well, that'd be good. Now, Mollie did have a stick, but I don't know where her stick's gone. Where's your stick, Mollie? Where's your sticky, babe? Mollie, where's your stick? Where'd you leave it? It's not going to go very far, Riley. It is a little woolly glove. That's all it is, mate. It's not going to go a good distance, is it, really? You get it if you want it. He wants it, yep. Okay. You went back to get it. Hello, Luce. How you doing, bubs? Well, you got Mollie found the sticky. Well done, Mollie. You got your sticky. Good girl, Mollie Collie. Look at that sticky. Oh, yes. Mollie got sticky. Right, come on, bubs. This way. We're going this way, Bubba. Hello, Riley. Where's your glove, Riley? Where's your glove? Where's your glove? There it is. There it is. Riley found his glove. Oh, well done, Riley. Well done, Riley. Hello, Amber. How you doing, bubs? Amber, come here. Why is your collar not working again? Your collar is charging, I think. There you go. Yeah, I think her collar might need charging. It seems to have gone off. Well, last night it was going off. When we got back to the car, her collar was already turned off. So, well, I don't need to turn it off, that's one thing. There you go, it's gone off again. It means the battery's a bit low. So it does tend to do that. I don't know why. I suppose it stops it from going dead. It did come on, so therefore it's not that near dead. It should just stay on until it's dead. Just charge it again. Fine. once it's dead, but no, it tends to misbehave itself like that. They all tend to do that. I mean, like Riley's one, when his one is charged, I can turn it on easy. When it's not charged that well, I've got to press it about 20 times to get it on or off. You know, so, yeah. Weird, but there you go. So we've got football coming back on as well. We've got Man United versus West Brom, I think. Which, it's one of these games that United should absolutely tear West Brom to pieces. If they don't, well then, yeah, that's not good. If they do, well then, let's not pretend that that's incredible, because they should be doing it, really. Yeah. That's the reality. It's something they should be doing. So, yeah, it's not incredible to do what you should be doing. Now, something else I was thinking about earlier, getting away from football a bit. Yeah. Yeah, what was I thinking? Trying to get to what it was. It was a 911 I said about the church. Yeah, that the issue is that if people don't realise that they can do better, they won't. You know, you need, like in all things in life, you need a motivation to change. If you think that changing is going to better your life, then you'll change. But if you don't think it's going to better your life, well, for example, we all know there's things we can do to change, to be better than who we are, but it's going to take effort, right? Now, it may be the case you may need to go to a gym, you may need to, do a lot of cardio, to burn fat or whatever. Yeah, that's going to take a lot of effort. Yes, of course it is. Now, if you knew that you could get a much better job and get paid a far better wage for losing that weight, you'd be straight down the gym, right? Straight down the gym. No mucking about. But if there's no benefit to you that you can see, if the person you're with is going to stay with you, if you're going to keep your job, if you're going to lose nothing by staying the way you are, you just stay the way you are, wouldn't you? You wouldn't change. You wouldn't make all that effort to change. You'd just say, right, that'll do. Why would I try and change? Yeah, what would I get out of it? This is what I said about the church. If you're telling people they're doing really well, and you keep on telling people they're doing really well, or they're doing brilliantly, which is quite often what people are told. If you tell people they're doing brilliantly, where can you go from that? You're telling people they can do brilliantly. There's no room to manoeuvre from there, is there really? How much better can you get than doing brilliantly? Riley, leave it. Walk away, Riley. Be a good boy. You can't. And that's why people won't change. Because they're already being told that they're doing fantastically well, when they're not. And like the messages, if you are a church or a Christian organisation and you're having a speaker come, look at the response. If the response is saying encouraging, then encouraging is lukewarm. Simple. Lukewarm. If an encouraging message is lukewarm, then I refer to you again what the Lord says in Revelations about hot, cold, lukewarm. What does the Lord say about that? See, the problem is, if you have the same person come and bring a message, and that person is never cold, then you're going to ask, is that person ever hot? Because if you're hot, sometimes you're going to be cold. That's the reality. Sometimes on my walk and talks here, or at the Fairy Woods, I've been hot. I've been talking about something that's precisely what God wanted me to talk about. Other times I've been off by a long way. I've been searching for the subject, even though there wasn't a subject. Nothing was given. And that happens. But if you are someone who is looking for God to give you something to say, sometimes you are going to pluck something out of the air that wasn't God, because you're trying to pluck something out. You're trying to be sensitive to what God is saying. You're going to sometimes get it wrong, but that's okay. God doesn't mind that. God says, yeah, that's cool, because at least you get it right. With the people that prepare a message in advance and prepare a message that's going to be nice and comfortable and that sort of thing, they never get it right, because they never bring a message that God just suddenly has for them, because they prepared their message in advance. And the thing of it is, God doesn't work that way. God doesn't tell you 2 weeks before you're supposed to speak what he's going to want you to talk about. Generally speaking, God won't do that. So if I say to God, okay, can you tell me what's going to be happening in my life in 2 weeks' time? What sort of answer am I going to get to that? No. No, you're not going to be told that. No. It's basically just like saying to God, can you tell me how I'm going to die? When I'm going to die, how I'm going to die, blah, 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 blah. The answer is no. The future isn't written in that sense yet. Not for you to know. That's not information you need to know. What's going to be happening in 2 weeks' time, again, is not information for you to know. There's going to be a lot happening. If God tells you this is what he wants you to give in 2 weeks' time, chances are you're going to forget by that 2 weeks' time, because we have a lot of stuff going on and a lot of stuff coming into our heads in the space of 2 weeks. So 2 weeks before you're supposed to give a message, God is not going to give you the thing he wants you to bring. And if God does give you something, he doesn't expect you to try and work on it to present a perfect message. What he does expect is for you to go there being open to him, that he's going to lead you through what he wants you to bring. But if you go and prepare a message, that's you doing it. That's not God doing it. God doesn't need you to prepare a message and practice it. To practice it with friends or with family or in front of the mirror. God doesn't want that. He doesn't need that in any way, shape or form. I don't practice any of this. I'm out walking. I don't practice this. This is live. It's as live as you can get, really. We need change. Stop telling people they're doing fantastically well. Stop doing that. First of all, you don't know how well people are doing. Only God knows that. Right? The problem is you're trying so hard to be encouraging. You're saying things you don't even know are true. Potentially you're lying to people all the time. You're telling people they're doing really well and they're not. Only God knows whether people are doing well. And to be honest, if I'm doing well, I don't want you telling me I'm doing well. I want God telling me I'm doing well. If you're telling me I'm doing well, that's nothing to me. Who are you to know? What you mean I'm encouraging? I've said something you like. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but I don't know you. I don't know what position you are in your walk with God, do I? I don't know whether you're right or whether you're hearing from God. So you could be liking something that maybe isn't the thing that's from God in what I'm saying. So therefore, I'm not going to take that as a positive thing, am I? You telling me I'm doing well, yeah, okay, that means nothing. It means nothing at all. That's someone who doesn't know me. But even if you think you know me quite well, you don't. Nowhere near as well as God does. God knows where I should be right now, what path I should be on, where I should be on that path. Nobody else knows that. So nobody else can be telling me that I'm doing well. Same as you can't tell anyone else that they're doing well. Not really. Not really at all. So stop trying to inflate people's egos. Stop trying to make people think that you are a lovely person and that you say lovely things all the time. I mean, put it this way, I don't say lovely things all the time. But when I went to the gym today, I spoke to the receptionist. I said something nice to her. I can't remember what I said. I think I said something in the area of that because of COVID, we now get to see people's eyes, which we normally wouldn't even notice. And I said to her, I said, look, I said, as much as you can do, at least once a day, give someone you don't know a compliment. I said, because you don't know what sort of day that person may have had. You could be the difference between them making it and not. That compliment you give could be the massive thing that they really need. You know? That is certainly within the realm of possibility. And certainly if you get into the habit of giving some people compliments on a daily basis, you know, it's just random people, well then chances are at some point you're going to say something to someone that's going to make one heck of a difference in their life. And so get into the habit of doing nice things. Get into the habit of saying nice things, of saying something nice about people. You know? And look, get into the habit of doing it with different people so that if you're in an environment like, well, for example, a gym, that you're not just complimenting, you know, people single of the opposite gender to you. Therefore, it looks as if you're trying to get a date. That's not a good idea. Vary it. Yeah. Right. And yeah, put it this way, it's very difficult to give a compliment to someone who, certainly from a man, who's a man. Because you don't want to give the wrong impression. You don't really know how to give a compliment to a man, really. You know how to give a compliment to a woman. But yeah. Not easy, but practice. Bit by bit. I mean, yeah. There are nice people. There are nice people around all these places. Yeah, I've said about Jim, but you know, my plans for it. I'm still not totally sure, but quite likely when my contract ends where I am, I will move to a different gym. Or at least for a while, at least for a year, because I joined this place because they had the sauna, and because I like a sauna. I love the sauna. Sauna's cool. The problem is this place had an issue with the sauna, where the issue is they don't see it as an issue, I do. The sauna temperature there is at around about 65 degrees. It should be around 80. 80 is the level it should be at, really, for a sauna. It should be incredibly hot. You shouldn't be able to stay in there for very long at all. But they keep it low, say around about 60 to 65 degrees. But the reason why they do that is because they allow children in there. And again, saunas aren't places for children. So I wasn't overly chuffed with the way that they do things there with regards to the sauna, so I don't necessarily miss the fact that the sauna's not functioning right now, that they're not actually having it working. So yes, the other place does have a decline bench. It does have better dumbbells. I'm not sure if their dumbbells go up to a higher weight. Again, I'm going to have another look at that place before I do that. I'll have to talk prices as well. Compare prices, I think, as well. The one thing that is good, though, is that some of the people at this place I'm at are very nice. They are lovely people. I speak to the people there on a regular basis, and there's some lovely people there. There really are. So that is something in their favour. The other place, they don't have as many members of staff. Obviously, because they haven't got a swimming pool, they haven't got the wet area, they haven't got all that. It's just adults. It's not open for kids or anything like that. So therefore, they don't really have a reception there. So they don't have a receptionist, they don't have a cafe. So... Well, you found another... What do you find now? What's that? Another glove. So, one glove earlier, there's the other glove. Really? Oh, there was a pair of gloves up there. Oh, jeez. So, the kid had two cold hands, not just one cold hand. Well, because that's one glove. The other glove he had was up there. Same colour. From the same kid. You get it, boy. You bring it, Smiley Riley. There's a good bubba. Oh, well. Yeah, it's what it is, isn't it? Indeed it is, yes. Aye. Oh, well. Well, as I say with the church, it's one of the big frustrations. I mean, it's not just for me, it's going to be a massive frustration for an awful lot of people. It really is. And the problem is, the people running things, they're the reason why the church is in a mess. And why Christianity is in a mess. Because they're accepting a level that is way below where we should be. They don't want to challenge people. They don't want to say that, no, this isn't good enough. The problem is that any business run the way the church is being run would have collapsed a long time ago. No doubt about it. If you look at mediocre and you say mediocre is good, you wouldn't stand a chance. You just wouldn't stand a chance at all. That's the reality, isn't it, really? If you are in a business and you just say positive things to people, you tell people that are doing quite badly, you're doing great, don't worry, you're doing great, go on, you keep it up. You're doing fantastic, go on. Do you think people are going to do better? Businesses are run to make money, to thrive. Problem is, oh, there's the other glove there. There's your other glove, isn't it, eh? Get it, Mollie. Amber got it, Amber got it. You get it, Amber. You get it, Bubba. She did have the other one. She left that one somewhere. There's the other one there. There it is. There's the other glovey. One that Amber had and left it there. Riley's found it. Here you go. Did you find it, Smiley? You found the one that Amber had. I'm not going to kick it very far, mate. Where you got, Amber? Where's your glovey, Amber? Where's your glovey, babe? What you got, Amber? What you got, Bubba? Where you got, Mollie? Bring it, Mollie. I think Amber lost her. Did you lose your glovey again, Amber? You lost your glovey again, did you, Bubs? I don't know where the other one is. It's a bit dark over there, so I didn't see that one. Didn't see where she left it, so... No worries, we're heading back to the car now, anyway. No, as I say, I mean, the frustration with the church and the people in charge, Well, I mean, the prophecy we had last year, around about this time of the year, was saying that God's going to give those people in charge a year to either get out of the way or get right with him. Now that message clearly was saying that these people are in the way of the church moving forward. The problem is these people that are in the way, they don't recognise it's them. This is the problem. They don't recognise it's them. If you don't recognise it's you, how are you going to either get out of the way or get right with God? Because you think you're right with God, don't you? You do indeed. You're going to lose it. You're going to lose it. The ministry you have, it'll be gone. And the reason why it'll be gone is because you fostered this situation when no one can be honest with each other. There are people you know who know that you're not doing things according to the way God wants. They know it, but they can't tell you. Because for them to be in your circle, they've got to be encouraged, haven't they? And they've got to say something that's good and positive. So they can't tell you that you're wrong. Oh, they've tried. Yeah, basically what I'm doing, they've tried at some point to tell you that. But you didn't take it, did you? Nope. You wouldn't take it. But they did try. They tried to tell you. Yep. It is one, isn't it? Yeah. That's the terrible thing, is that there are people who do have a heart for God. At least as far as they know, at least as far as they're concerned, they do. But the problem is that, as I said, you're on your path and the devil just nudges you. Not very far. Just gives you a nudge. That tiny nudge 10 years ago was enough to push you way off course now. Because you may not have addressed your course. Because you always thought you were going in the right direction, because nobody was able to tell you you're not. Because even when people tried gently to do so, you didn't accept it. You thought that they were just being unkind. And maybe they just didn't understand you. And how could they know anyway? Problem is they did. They did know. They did sense it. They knew. They tried to help you, but you weren't at the point where they could. And since then they've not tried again. Because you shut them down. And the problem is that you and other people have all helped them to understand that if they want friends in their life, they've got to be doing things a certain way. And so, yep, they didn't try to tell you again, because they'd rather have you as a friend in their life than not. See, to a certain degree, you need someone like me. I tell you. Oh yeah, I tell you. You see, even if you're a friend, if you are actually a friend, then I know that your salvation matters far more, even to me, than your friendship does. Yep. That's the reality, isn't it? Yeah. That's the way I see it, at least. You know, so how other people see it, well, that's up to them, isn't it? But that's the way I see it. Wait! Shut up now. Shush now. Come on, this way. Come on, this way. Here's the way. Come on. That was quite handy. Those people come just as we're going round. Come here, buddy. Let's take your collar off. Yes, you can. Well, this turn your car off, love. Chewie, come. Here you go. Oh, 1 second. Chewie, come here now. Donut. It's always the last, and he won't go in if Mollie don't go in. And you get Chewie now. Mollie, wait there. Come here, Chewie now. Chewie here. Oh, there's plenty of space in this as well, as there was the other one. Right, this thing. Both off? That one off? Yeah, that one's off. Okay. Right. In you go for now. You wait there, Mollie. Wait there, Bubs. Right, there you go. I'll end that video there. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.